Hi, I'm Christina. Welcome to The Void. I'm here backstage at the Thrash, Blast and Grind Festival, which is a delightful affair. It's a lot of triangles and polite piano.
We just released an EP and that was our first EP. That's our first release. So
What's it like?
a mix of stoner and sludge and grind and groove.
If you had to get rid of everything else and you just had those things, it'd be pretty fucking cool.
Yes, 100%. Hospital this morning at 2 a.m. It was an emergency.
What'd you do?
I jumped off the rail, like the front barrier railing to run out. I was like going to try to start a circle or something. And as
Just a casual circle.
Yeah, as I ran and jumped out, the dude at the front, who's actually a mate of mine in a band up in Brizzy,
Be careful.
thought I was. I am actually being a little bit careful. I'm sort
really
of
pleased.
doing this.
Yeah, I know.
But he grabbed my feet or legs like I was stage diving or something and tried to hoik me. And I just landed head first into the concrete. Sort of mid-verse.
Well, you didn't die.
I didn't die, I kept going. Just like to run around like I would if I was in the crowd having fun.
When was the last time you cried?
I can't remember, but I'm absolutely. I've cried a few times before.
Yeah?
No, I've
I
cried.
feel like this is the kind of tour where we should go into.
I remember the last time I cried though, man. When was the last time you cried, Swizzy?
How you going?
Let me just have a gander there at the old memory banks. Probably wasn't that long ago.
No.
Is it in the shed?
More possible.
Did you cry in a shed, Squiz?
I live in a shed.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you know any good drummer jokes?
What
No, I'm
is drum across the road?
Why?
He's a fucking legend. Satan. There's a dick reading a newspaper there. He's in an armchair, he's reading it with a monocle. And the headline is also a penis. Blue balls, doesn't get much.
That was a guided tour of my tough stickers, my tattoos, my drawings, my man illustrations. Stuff and we did take some time out over summer to just concentrate on doing that for a bit. I think some of the newer stuff that we've sort of been playing, we've been playing a couple of new songs in the set recently. It's translating really well. It is a little bit different, but I think it's more it's gone sort of back to a more grindy, kind of punky. It's definitely got a punky, hardcore sort of feel, and I'm really enjoying playing it live. The working title of one of them is called Now It's Stokes Frenzy. And sometimes our guitarist Squiz will give me he'll go, what about this for a song title or whatever, and it's always something quirky and weird. So that was the song title that we're running with for this song.
So how did you start singing? I know we've kind of talked before, but like back to the beginning, kind of. What were the first bands you played in? Because you guys obviously all played in a variety of bands to get here. Yeah,
well, I've played in a lot of bands over the years in Melbourne. Played in a band called Stiff Meat for a while. Another band in high school that was called Pillow, which was
it's a tough guy band.
Nothing like what we do in King Parrot, obviously. I played in a more punky kind of heavy band called Tiger Knights for a while. And I played in another band called Uncut White Noise for a bit, and I played in Don Fernando for a little while as well, which is more sort of stoner rock stuff. I've been sort of doing backup vocals and things like that for, I don't know, probably since I started back when I was 15 or 16. I've always been trying to do backups and stuff like that, but once we started doing King Parrot, I just sort of took that on as as just solely doing vocals as opposed to playing bass, which I'd done in pretty much every other band that I'd ever been in. So I was sort of, when we started doing this, I was going more for like a hardcore, cross between hardcore and death metal sort of sound.
And what kind of music was Pillow?
Pillow, well, it was heavy metal, sort of experimental stuff, and yeah, we were in that band from when we were like about 14 or 15. So, yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
What was the song by Pillow?
What was a song? We actually had a song called "I Want to Be Norwegian."
Was it about black metal?
Of course.
I like a bit of pop music, right? I'm a bit of a Gaga fan, and I got right into Kesha. And the year I moved to Canada, 2011, I saw Kesha 5 times because I saw her twice in Brisbane. Then I saw her in Sydney. And then that same tour came to Canada when I was living there, twice. And the second time I got a meet and greet. So, met and Gret, and she signed my arm. And then I went and got that bad boy tattooed on as well. She's great. What's not to like about her? I think Dr. Lucas can fuck off. If I see him, I'll punch him in the face. And how dare he be mean to Kesha?
What's happening? You guys are like making a new thing, hey?
Yeah, we are actually, yeah. So we are in the process of writing our second album. Yeah, it's going pretty well. Hopefully we'll have that together between now and halfway through this year. So,
Are there any songs about violence?
there's a lot of topics that I cover. Yeah, so
Like an information hour? Is it like an Is it an after school special?
kind of. I mean, we obviously with Daemon Pyre, I've said it a few times before. Like we kind of have tried to we've tried to be death metal with a conscience. So the whole traditional death metal thing, like with the gore and grind, kind of stuff, lyrically never appealed to me so much. So I tend to focus on, social issues and, issues of theocracy and politics and war.
You just use the word theocracy. Do you think anyone knows what that means, Sam?
I fucking hope so, because otherwise the
Can
world's...
you explain to me what it is?
Well, basically a theocracy is a political system that is run by religion rather than by, secularism. So
Seriously, it's a big word, not everyone knows it. I think the concept is strong, but I just want to say that you might need a glossary on the record just to get through to people. Look, heavy metal fans are really smart, but I don't think anyone knows what that word means.
Well, I would hope
You
that...
say God bad. I think God bad might be better than theocracy.
God bad, yeah.
Bad. Yeah.
Religion poisons everything.
It is a fucking issue because the funny irony of trying to cut people out of a country over their religion, then using your religious beliefs to dictate policy, your Christian beliefs to dictate policy while ejecting people for other shit, seems a bit dumb and wrong.
I'm sorry, Slats just farted, and that was the greatest thing that has ever happened in an interview.
That was powerful.
Fart out of Slats' bum.
Yeah, anyway.
Excellent.
Yeah, so it's going to be a fucking bunch of big words, isn't it, Sam? It's mainly fucking big words.
Yeah, I basically...
You're book learning and shit.
on this next record, I just want to, show how smart I am and stuff.
I've got heat madness.
It is very hot. Viewers, it is very hot today.
Yeah, viewers. Yeah, the internet. Yeah. There we are. Wearing more makeup than I am. It looks great.
I started doing this at a festival that was horror themed, and
Thought you'd get into it.
I just thought I'd get into it, and then the crowd response was kind of cool, so I just kept doing it.
Can you make it like a scary clown just for one show?
Perhaps.
Death clown?
We could work on that.
Yeah, I really think you should. Like, I don't think you should stop yourself from exploring yourself creatively as an artist.
Especially where clowns are concerned.
Yeah, like fucking clowns, dude. They're scary as shit.
They are scary. My wife hates clowns.
Yeah.
She is fucking terrified of masks and clowns.
So if you like turned up and like woke her up wearing corpse paint, would she not be into it?
I would be divorced.
You would be divorced.
Yeah. The corpse paint she can handle, but if I dressed as a clown, she'd fuck
What does the word thrash mean?
In which context?
Musical, I think.
Fuck, man. I love that we're talking about theocracy, but that's the harder question.
It's a hard question because no one else knows what that word means, Sam, as we've said before.
I'm going to just, for me, it's Metallica. You know?
Really?
Yeah, really, because like And Justice for All was the album.
Nice, wasn't it?
And Justice for All was the album that I fell in love with as a kid.
Great fucking record.
Like that's the thing that made me want to play heavy metal. So for me, thrash, that's what thrash means to me.
Yeah, it's pretty excellent. It's got a really unique kind of satisfying abrasion.
See, I'm a bit of a fantasy nerd, and I love Lord of the Rings and stuff. And I don't know what it was, but the first time I heard "And Justice for All," the song, it felt mystical to me. And as you know,
You see lights come out of the sky.
kind of, yeah. You know, yeah. For me, I felt like as a 12-year-old kid who was like listening to the BBC adaptation of the Lord of the Rings.
You're really nerdy, aren't you?
Nerd. Yeah. I mean, look at my shirt. I'm wearing the Eye of Sauron with fucking metal horns.
Pretty nerdy.
That's pretty nerdy. So, but
I really have ripped the shit out of you for the last 20 minutes.
thank you, Christina, for just absolutely ripping the piss out.
But I just, you're a good band.
Well, that's important, right? I mean,
If I'm making fun of you, it's only out of, respect.
all right, awesome. But that's okay then.
We're at the Thrash Blast and Grind Festival with Revocation. We've got...
Dan.
Dave.
They're really Australian names, so you fit right in. So what have you guys been working on of late?
Just writing a lot of music. I started working on this new project that we're hopefully going to be fleshing out more in the coming months, so I'm excited for that.
What's it like?
Right now, it's kind of like a mixture of like Voivod meets Virus type of thing.
That's good.
Yeah, so it should be cool. I'm working on with a dude from Canada, and it's still in the preliminary stages, but the material we've come up with so far has been really interesting. And then I teach when I'm home as well. So
That's good.
yeah.
So have you learned anything meaningful from touring with these Australian larrikins? Lunatics, troublemakers?
We learned some bad words that we
Yeah,
don't
it's a-
have in America. That was,
Cunt?
stuff
It's the internet.
yeah. But apparently that's not so bad here,
No, cunt in our parlance is like something you'd say to a good friend.
Right, like it
Old
means,
mate.
dude or something.
Yeah, if you say old mate, it means you don't know their name, you don't really care what their name is, or they're just not that significant.
Okay.
So that's a little Australian thing, whereas cunts is it's a term of endearment.
Yeah, not in America, but
What happens there if you say that?
people are flabbergasted if you say that to them.
Do you think you're a more delicate country compared to us?
More delicate. Well, I mean, this is basically like convict island, right? So
Yeah, fuck,
it's
we're a bunch of criminals.
So,
You
but
should be afraid.
I'm nervous, but but there's some psychos in America. There's plenty of psychos.
And you're armed and shit. We're not armed.
Right, yeah. We've I would say it's mutually assured
Destruction.
paths.
We're pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
What's been your take on these King Parrot idiots?
They seem like really nice gentlemen.
Aren't they? At the moment, they're massaging each other over here. It's powerful.
They massage. They're just a barrel of laughs.
What does the word grind mean?
Again, let's find some context here.
It's a Thrash Blast and Grind festival, Sam. Okay, that's your context. You're here.
I just
You lot of shit.
fuck, man. All right, let's just. I'm just gonna name it King Parrot.
Yeah.
King Parrot.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Cut to King Parrot.
Okay. So here's my Azathoth leg sleeve. It's a Lovecraft-inspired tattoo, basically a giant, horrific space face. Over here we got my ode to hot sauce. So I got a fucking sacred heart with a crown of chili peppers instead of a crown of thorns. My ode to sriracha, really chili pepper, all the way back there, enshrined. This is sort of my pus head nightmare sleeve. And then here I got like a. It's yeah, this is like a chick Grim Reaper, and then like a thank you, yeah, and like a Beksinski inspired gazebo of madness.
This is Rat Boy. He's a rat. He's wearing a robe. He's holding a cross. I'm a big, every time I go to take a dump, I see him looking back at me, and I really like him. He's my buddy. This is my No Fun tattoo. It's very representative of my personality. I like to stay inside. I was an indoor kid. This is my bug guy. He's a cool-looking bug guy with some robot parts and tentacles and all sorts of stuff that I like. We are Revocation, and this is the Thrash Blast and Grind Festival.
Let's go out in a flaming ball of glory. How would you die?
But I'd like to pull into the biggest wave I could possibly catch. Got nothing to do with rock and roll, but that would just be this. Yeah.
I fucking love
that. Would be sick.
Yeah.
If Keanu Reeves was on the show, I'll let him go for it.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome too.
Yeah. The surfers are kind of like rock stars, really. I think there's a lot of commonality between that whole outlaw lifestyle, which Point Break's about, and being a band.
Traveling around chasing the sun, so to speak.
So thank you, Brian. Well done.
Thank you for having me.
Maybe one day go out in a Point Break wave of glory.
Hopefully.
Thank you.
You come off the stage from such a great show, but then you walk into your band room and you see posters like this and think, we will never be Tech 9.
Hey, so can you juggle?
I can juggle a lot of fucking secrets.
Yeah. What is your secret to this acrobatic performance?
Sit still for the rest of the day. Sleep if you can. I don't know. Take drugs. Just all the normal shit.
Take a lot of drugs.
Just all the normal shit that rock and roll people say. Do drugs. Have sex. Have lots
Probably
of
a good idea.
Have lots of sexy times with your friends.
Yeah, you probably should.
But if there's one thing I would say is that if you can do anything, do Tech 9. Be Tech 9.